Hi everyone, we are going to work on reteaching 76, which is division, long division. And I copied all of the problems from the worksheet onto a piece of paper because I needed more room to do the long division. So you're welcome to do it either on the worksheet or in your math notebook. All right, so first problem is 967 divided by 4. Okay, so we ask ourselves, how many times does 4 go into 9? Or 4 times what is close to 9, but not bigger than 9? That would be 2. And then we multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. Then we need to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. And our next step is bring down. We bring down the 6. Now we ask ourselves, how many times does 4 go into 16? Or 4 times what is 16? That would be 4. 4 times 4 is 16. We subtract. We get 0. But we need to bring down the 7. Okay? Now we ask ourselves, how many times does 4 go into 7? 4 times what is close to 7 but not bigger than 7? And that would be 1. 1 times 4 is 4. And when we subtract, we get 3. So 3 is our remainder. So the answer to number 1 is 241, remainder 3. Okay, now we're going to move on to number 2. So number 2 has a dollar sign and a decimal point, and we're going to put those right above, for our quotient, we'll put it right above where the dollar sign and the decimal point are. All right, so the first thing we ask ourselves is, how many times does 5 go into 8? Or 5 times what is close to 8 but not bigger than 8? That would be 1. 1 times 5 is 5. When we subtract, 8 minus 5 equals 3. Then we bring down the 6. All right, 5 times what is close to 36 but not bigger than 36? That would be 7. 7 times 5 is 35. We subtract. We get 1. Then we bring down the 5. 5 times what is 15? That would be 3. 3 times 5 is 15. When we subtract, we get 0. So this is $1.73, remainder 0. Okay, number 3 is 1,814 divided by 6. Okay, so we've got 6 times what is 18, and that would be 3. 3 times 6 is 18. We subtract, we get 0. But we have to bring down this 1, and now 6 times what is close to 1? Nothing, right? So there are 0 6's in 1. So we're going to put 0. 0 times 6 is 0. We subtract, we have 1. And now we have to bring down this 4. 6 times what is close to 14, but not bigger than 14? That would be 2. 2 times 6 is 12. We subtract, and we have a remainder of 2. So the answer to number 3 is 302, remainder 2. Okay, number 4. Number 4 also has a dollar sign and a decimal point. So we're going to bring the dollar sign up here to the quotient and the decimal point up here to the quotient. So we're doing $70 divided by 8. All right, so 8 times what is close to 70 but not bigger than 70? That would be 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So then we subtract. 70 minus 64 equals 6, and we bring down the 0. So 8 times what is close to 60 but not bigger than 60? That would be 7. 7 times 8 is 56. We subtract. 60 minus 56 is 4. So then we bring down the 0. 8 times what is 40? That would be 5. 5 times 8 is 40. And when we subtract, we have a remainder of 0. So the answer to number 4 is $8.75, remainder 0. All right, number 5. We have 3,402 divided by 4. Okay, first we ask ourselves, 4 times what is close to 34 but not bigger than 34? That would be 8. 8 times 4 is 32. When we subtract, we get a 2, and we bring down the 0. So 4 times what is 20? That would be 5. 5 times 4 is 20. We subtract, we get 0. Okay, then we bring down the 2. 4 times what is 2? Or how many 4s are in 2? There are 0 4s in 2. 0 times 4 is 0. We subtract, we get 2. So our answer to number 5 is 850, remainder 2. Okay, let's do number 6. Number 6 is 200 divided by 3. All right, so we ask ourselves, how many times does 3 go into 20? That would be 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. Then we bring down this 0. Again, 3 times what is close to 20 but not bigger than 20? That would be 6. 6 times 3 is 18. When we subtract, we get 2. So the answer to number 6 is 66, remainder 2. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is 1,111 divided by 2. All right, so we ask ourselves, how many times does 2 go into 11? That would be 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. We subtract. We get 1, and we bring down the 1. So now we have 11 again. So again, it's going to be 5. 5 times 2 is 10. We subtract. We get 1. We bring down another 1, and now it's going to be 11 again. So this will be 5. 5 times 2 is 10. When we subtract, we get a remainder of 1. And there's no more numbers to bring down. So our answer is 555, remainder 1. Okay, last one, number 8. Number 8 says 7,017 divided by 6. Okay, 6 times what is close to 7 but not bigger than 7? That would be 1. 1 times 6 is 6. We subtract, we get 1. We bring down the 0. Okay, 6 times what is close to 10 but not bigger than 10? Again, that would be 1. 1 times 6 is 6. We subtract, we get 4. And we bring down the 1. All right, 6 times what is close to 41 but not bigger than 41? That would be 6. 6 times 6 is 36. When we subtract 41 minus 36, we get 5. And we have to bring down the 7. Okay. 6 times what is close to 57, but not bigger than 57? That would be 9. 9 times 6 is 54. And when we subtract, we get 3. So the answer to number 8 is 1,169, remainder 3. And that's the end of Reteach 76.